Hey, Cub fans! Thanks for joining us here on Cubs 24/7, where Andy talks Cubs. We're going to talk Cubs Rangers. Cubs get the win today, 5-1, and just pretty much good news all the way around. We had 14 hits. Pitchers were pretty much lights out, and it was really never in doubt. So we bump our record now in the spring here to 9-7. We've got an off day tomorrow. And then we got Milwaukee on Tuesday night. So kind of a good chance to regroup a little bit and sort of take stock on where we are. I plan to do a little bit of a review piece for us tomorrow, going back and just kind of seeing where everybody's numbers are, trying to sort of reshuffle a little bit and kind of get an idea of where we are with this off day coming up. So a couple things happened in today's game that I thought was pretty unique. Miguel Amaya pitched caught the entire game. So that's the first time I'd seen that. And the pitchers were stretched out. We had Jordan Wicks go 4 1/3 today. So stretching some guys out. Miguel Amaya caught the entire game. I thought was interesting. So let's go ahead and get into it. Starting lineups were Tauchman in center field. Canario was in right. Morel started at third base, hitting third. Michael Busch was at first base. Miguel Amaya was catching, hitting the fifth spot. Miles Mastrobuoni played shortstop today, hitting sixth. Jorge Alfaro was the designated hitter in the seventh hole. David Bote got a start in left field today and was hitting eighth. And Chase Strumpf got a start at second base, hitting ninth. So let's talk about the scoring. We scored a run in the first, a run in the sixth, a run in the seventh, and 2 in the eighth. So here's how the scoring went. First inning, first at bat for Canario, he had a high fly ball to just left field, and it was going to drop pretty much at the beginning of the warning track. Left fielder lost it in the sun. Ends up hitting the guy sort of in the rib cage. So I refer to it as a sun triple to left because they did score it as a triple. So Canario got a sun triple. Morel came up, hit the first pitch. Pretty long fly ball to left field for an easy sac fly. Morel with the RBI. Canario scoring the run. We got our second run in the sixth inning. Michael Busch turned on one, hit a line drive home run to the right center field, and he really hit it well, and he hit it off a left-hander. So Michael Busch, solo shot, hit hard to right center off a lefty. Really good at bat. We got another run in the seventh inning when Chase Strumpf hit a solo home run, and Chase hit that ball hard. Then we got 2 in the eighth. David Bote singled. Strumpf followed him with a walk. So we got first and second. Mervis came up, and he got a really nice single RBI, and it was with 2 outs. So Mervis comes in, gets a 2-out RBI knock. That gives a second and third. Canario comes up and gets an infield single for his RBI. So Mervis had an RBI. Canario had an RBI. Home runs by Busch and Strumpf, and Morel got the sac fly. So those were the 5 RBIs. So a couple things happened defensively. We had one error, and I might as well tell you that. Well, Jordan Wicks gave up a run, but it wasn't earned. And replacement Liam Spence came in. He was playing third base in the sixth inning, and he had a throwing error threw high to Mervis, who wasn't able to catch it, and a run scored off of that. So we had the one error. But in the third inning, we had first and second with 2 outs, and there was a ground ball. It's sort of a chopper hit between Morel and Mastrobuoni at short. And Morel really should have just let it go. He kind of overextended, and he caught it and couldn't control his momentum, and ends up costing us the out. And it was just a mental mistake by Christopher. And they talked about it quite a bit. And, you're looking at the replay. Mastrobuoni was well positioned. If Morel lets it go, Mastrobuoni catches it and gets the force out at second. So, Christopher's we got his issues with his throwing mechanics. Hopefully those will work themselves out. But as you watch him play, you can still see that he makes some mistakes that experienced third basemen aren't making. Just his awareness of where he is, and that was an example of it today. But it didn't cost us anything. So that plus the Spence throwing error was kind of the two mishaps. So let's walk through what everybody did individually. Talk went 0 for 3 with a caught stealing, so it wasn't a great day offensively for Mike Talkman. Canario had the Sun triple. He popped up, had another single. So he goes 3 for 4 with an RBI today. And Canario's getting a lot of play. I don't know if you guys have noticed it. They're really taking a hard look at Alexander Canario. So he played most of the game in right field today, went 3 for 4. Morel went 1 for 2 with that sac fly. Michael Busch went 2 for 3 with the home run. And in his first at bat, he had a double to the right center field gap. So he just turned on that too. Michael Busch hit the ball well today. 2 for 3 with that home run and a solid double. Miguel Amaya went 1 for 5. He had a solid single to right center in the 6th. Miles Mastroboni went 1 for 2 with a stolen base, but his single was a bloop, but I really liked it because he was down 0-2 and he fought back from 0-2 and puts a good at bat together and ends up putting the bat on the ball and getting that single and then stole a base. So Miles played well at shortstop too. No issues at all. Jorge Alfaro had a bad day. He went 0 for 5 in the DH spot. So Jorge 0 for 5 today. David Bote played left field. And he didn't really have anything that challenged him defensively, but he looked like he was pretty comfortable out there. And routine plays looked fine. So David Bote looked fine. He hit the ball hard today. His first at bat in the second, he doubled to right center, and pitch was low and away, and he just put the barrel on it and hammered this line drive to right center for a double in the second. Then in the fourth, he grounds out 4-3, but he hits the ball hard the other way, and the second baseman caught his liner like on a short hop and threw him out. Then in the sixth, he flies out to right field, hit that ball hard. And then in the eighth, he singles. So he goes 2 for 4, but he hit the ball hard 3 times. The single that he had was the ball that wasn't hit as hard as the others. So David Bote had a good day if you watched it. 2 for 4 with the double and the single in the eighth. But he played well in left and really put the bat on the ball each time he was up. Chase Strumpf went 1 for 2 with the home run. He was also hit by a pitch and he walked 1 time. So 14 hits total. A lot of guys contributed. We had strikeouts. We had 8 of those, 2 walks. Played some of the kids. Let me give you some of these names. Some names that maybe you haven't heard before. Here's the guys that came in that had some at-bats. Fabian Pertus came in, and he got 3 at-bats. He went 1 for 3. Strikeout, line out to shortstop, and he doubled down. He turned on one, hit a line drive down the left field line, and doubled. So 23-year-old Fabian Pertus got a chance to play in front of council today, and had a nice at bat. That was in the 9th inning. He did that as well. Liam Spence came in. He went 1 for 2, had a base hit up the middle. He was also the guy at third base who made that throwing error. And a guy named Ismail Mania came in late, didn't get an at-bat. Jacob Wetzel came in, went 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. So some of the minor league camp guys came in and got a little bit of play down the stretch. But that's sort of what we did offensively. Let's go to the pitchers. I got some good news. Drew Smyly pitched, and I thought he pitched really well. He pitches 3 1/3 inning, gives up 4 hits, only walked 1. He had 4 strikeouts. And I'm not going to say that Drew was dead sharp. He wasn't like dead on sharp, but he was pretty close. He was dropping his curveball in nicely and scattered 4 hits. So Drew Smyly had, to me, his best outing of the spring. Edwin Escobar comes in, goes 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit, struck out a guy. He just sort of looked like what Edwin does. Then Jordan Wicks comes in, and they stretched him out pretty good. He goes 4 1/3 innings, and Jordan was awesome today. Best Jordan Wicks I've seen all spring, really, and by far. Had 7 strikeouts in his 4 1/3, didn't walk anybody, and scattered 2 hits. And what I think was interesting about the outing is Jordan Wicks was throwing his fastball and his curveball predominantly. I may have seen his change a time or two, but he did what he did today, just kind of throwing fastball, curveball. And I feel like it was probably by design that he came out to just do that. Very few changeups out of Jordan Wicks today. So Jordan gives up one of his 2 hits in the 9th inning with an out, so they bring in Cam Sanders. And Cam comes in and throws 3 pitches and gets a double play, and we're out of it. So that's how the game ended. So Smyly and Wicks were really good today, and it bodes well because of our issue with Jamison Tyone. We're not sure what's going to happen there. So that's the good news. Smyly looked like he was better, and Wicks was really good. So we're off until we play Milwaukee on Tuesday. So we get the chance to kind of regroup, see what happens. And but it was a good day today. So, guys, thanks for joining us here on Cubs 24/7, where Randy talks Cubs. Cubs again win 5-1 over the Rangers, up their record to 9-7 on the spring. And for the most part, everybody looked good. So we'll catch you next time, and go Cubs go.